Have you made a decision in your life that could have totally changed the way you live and do things today? Your life changes when you make decisions. We all make good and bad decisions in our life, but your life really changes when you make a good decision. Can you think of a time when you made a decision and if you hadn't have made that decision, your life would be completely different today? I'm sure you can think of anything, whether it was your relationship, whether it was your business, whether it was your personal life, whether it was your job, whether it was anything significant and you made a big decision about something and it led to something that today is why you're doing what you're doing, because maybe you chose to take that job offer, or maybe you chose to go with that man or woman you were with, and now your life is shaped around that whole decision that you made. So we must get good at making the right decisions in our life. Key words to change your life. And now they may sound simple, boring, stupid, idiotic, but it's the truth. And those words are, raise your standards. Now it may sound really simple and you may be thinking, why am I listening to you? Why have I taken this advice? If it's so simple, I do this. But are you really raising your standards? What are your standards? We don't get what we want in life. We get what we have to have. We get what we can't tolerate. If we can't tolerate something, have you ever had a moment in your life where you, day in, day out, you think to yourself, I cannot take another minute, another hour, another day, another month, another year. I can't take this anymore. And something clicked inside your head and you said, no more. I can't tolerate this anymore. And you changed something. You raised your standards. You made a decision and you changed it completely. You said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to do this. Because if you do something in life and it doesn't work, what should you do? Try again. If it doesn't work, try again. But don't keep doing the same thing over and over again. Change it. If you're doing something now and it doesn't work, change it. If you're doing something else again, it doesn't work, change it. If it doesn't work, do it again and change it. Keep doing it until you get what you want in life and what your goal or your result or your outcome is. Because changing your approach and not giving up is when you'll get things in life and get what you want ultimately. But remember, raise your standards. You won't get things by doing the same things over and over again. So raise your standards. The difference in people is their standards. That is it. The difference in people is their standards. Now, different standards. Will I exercise? Will I eat better? Will I go to sleep for longer? And the reason why people have these standards is not because they're a should. Everyone has a list of shoulds. They have, I should exercise, I should sleep more, I should go for the run, I should work out and do the weights, I should eat better, etc. Anything. I should do this. But what we need to go to is from a should to a must. People who have these high standards, they make it a must. Now, one of the quotes I like is Mike Tyson. The reason he trained at 5 a.m. in the morning is because he knew that his competitor wasn't training at 5 in the morning. Now, if that's not enough motivation for us to just go for half an hour exercise at some point in the day, then I don't know what is. But you don't have to do things early in the morning. It gets it out of the way, but as long as you do it. But the thing is, you must make whatever it is you're not doing, and it's a should, and you must turn it into a must. You get your musts, but you don't get your shoulds. It's the same as you don't get what you want, you get what you have to have. Take a different action and you'll get a different result. Do something different and you'll get something different. Now, you may not know this, but 80% of what you do is your psychology. 20% is the mechanics. In any field of life, if it's sports, work, relationships, dealing with people, anything, it's all 80% psychology. And if you can get that 80% right, then the 20% normally will work for you anyway. Now obviously, if you can't lift the weight, then that's your 20%, it's the mechanics. The mechanics is your body, it's your, everything else. But the psychology is such an important part, and if you can get this right, which I think most people don't really have come to terms with yet, But if you can and get the 80% right, everything will go right for you. You have to be mentally tough. You have to be confident in your abilities. You have to be able to work things out and think what is going to work, what isn't going to work. But ultimately, you have to have the desire, because having a desire and having a goal will get you through anything in life, and it will make you change your approach and continue to do what you want to do, but also you'll get that result. Things because you want to do them and choose to do them, not because you have to. When you do something you have to do, you don't really do it well and not to the best of your ability. Find something that you want to do and you deep down want to do, because when you do your passion and something you're really into, you'll do it and give it more than 100%. So remember, your life changes when you make a good decision. And sometimes not making any decision is a decision, you know. So get good at making decisions in your life and everything will start to work out. And remember, 80% is psychology, only 20% is the mechanics. This is how the richer get richer, the poorer get poorer, the elites get better, and the people at the lower level keep getting the same, they're getting the same results. If you want to know how to not become unsuccessful, find out what poor people read and don't read them books. You know, find out what the successful people are reading and copy them, because you are the average of the 5 people you spend time with. Your next worth is through your next work. So remember that. Remember, who you network with is who you become in life. And last thing today, remember this sentence in life, because most people, especially at my age, you feel that you're leading towards something you don't want to do, or you're leading towards a job that you maybe don't want to do, or you're going to university, maybe you don't want to do that, maybe you're doing anything that you don't want to do. But remember this sentence next time you feel faced by something and someone says no to you, someone puts you down, someone criticises you. Just remember, life can be anything that you want. Life can be anything that you want. It can be anything you want it to be. You are in control of what you do in your life. Don't let anyone tell you no, you can't do it. Don't let them tell you no. Keep trying. Persistence, determination, and keeping going even when the times get tough. If you're going through hell, keep going. If the times are tough, keep going. Because remember, life can be anything you want it to be.